the zesty rumors about Shannon Sharp are getting wider and wider and more pervasive. And Shannon Sharp has been upset with Mike Epps, comedians that have been going at him ever since the Cat Williams interview, and it's starting to spread like wildfire. And so Shannon Sharp built an entire persona built around pleasing Black Twitter. And now Black Twitter is coming for Shannon Sharp.
Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, I want to talk to you about Jason Whitlock and his recent topic of discussion, Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is an NFL Hall of Famer. He is the owner of Club Shay Shay, and he is recently blown up after his interview with Cat Williams. Shannon Sharp was out and about recently as he was going shopping for some wine, and he had a video go viral. There's been a lot of concern and talk and consideration to ask whether or not Shannon Sharp is, what is his preference in terms of, of his sexual partners. And here, Jason Whitlock just having a little bit of discussion about that particular issue. Shannon is known as, in the past, he's had his fashion designer is a member of the LGBTQ community, and many people have just said that his behavior has been such where people are not really sure. I believe Shannon's never been married before, and people have just been questioning a lot of his actions recently. I'm going to play a video, talk a little bit about this, come back and talk and discuss from there. Your first time joining, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Here we go.
And I just don't think Shannon has thought this through. I don't. This entire movement that athletes are in, and again, their handlers and the puppet masters, this whole fashion thing that men, and particularly Black men, have been, this lane they've been put in. How far can you push the envelope in terms of fashion? How sexually fluid in terms of fashion can you be? Remember, I used to get on Cam Newton, and this is why Cam Newton is upset with me, but I was right, and I was just trying to give Cam great advice. Remember when Cam used to wear the bonnet around his head at press conferences and all that, and I'm just like, what are you doing, man? You're trying to be a leader of men. This is going to blow up in your face. But there's been all of this messaging for Black men that there's great wealth, great celebrity and fame, great support if you make your persona more sexually fluid.
All right, perfect. So there it is. I think Jason has a great point right there. We've seen with the NBA, especially like when you see players come in, you've seen whether it's Russell Westbrook, you've seen Kyle Kuzma, many guys coming in, and we're looking at them. You're like, what are you guys wearing for the most part? And this is something that's becoming more and more of an issue around the society. You hear people who are transitioning over into the LGBTQ community. With the whole P. Diddy thing recently, like there's been a clear sign that there is a desire that if you're going to get rich in this industry, you're going to have to do something that is going to compromise your personality, compromise your morals. And we're watching that play out right now. Cat Williams talked about it so much about how he had to turn down $50 million 4 times because he wanted to keep his integrity. And right now we're seeing many of these young men, many of the young men in our communities, they're growing up without fathers in the home, and they're looking up to these particular athletes, and they are being led by their handlers. They're being led by people, and they're no one really knows exactly what is the effort behind this. But every single step of the way, people are just trying to put men in dresses more and more, and that's something that's concerning. I'm going to play a little bit more of this. We can go on from there. It's the first time joining. Again, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel.
Guys, put on the most sexually fluid clothes you can, many bright colors, as tight as you can. Put on a bonnet, do all of that, and walk into the arena, and we're going to celebrate it. Put a dress on and we're going to celebrate it. I just want all of this money and fame y'all chasing. Is it really all worth it? As you look at what's going on with Diddy right now and Meek Mill, they I had someone at the highest level of sports, He's been involved in sports at the ownership level. He's been in sports at the coaching level. He's been in sports at the playing level. And one of the things he told me was, hey, man, you got to remember who these owners are. They're in the music industry. They're in Hollywood as well. Their names may not be completely attached to the music industry or Hollywood, but trust me, they're all going to the same parties. They all have the same friends. They're all invested in the same thing. So we shouldn't be surprised that the music industry and their culture and the Hollywood industry and their culture has invaded sports.
All right, perfect. So Jason Whitlock has had his tiffs with people. He has, in the beginning of the year, him and Deion Sanders, he kind of went after Deion Sanders a bit, crossed the line a few times as he's talked about his family a few times. He and Stephen A have recently got into it as well, and now he's showing his particular focus to be on Shannon Sharp right now. But generally, during these meetings, that gets lost in the ether is normally a decent message that is true, that there is a pervasiveness that's going on. There's a messaging that is trying to corrupt the minds and the lives of young people. And we're seeing that right now. And many people are going to hear this particular video. They're going to hear, Jason's take on it, and they're going to, just ignore him because Jason Whitlock has been kind of known to be a troll. But he does have good points overall. What is the reasoning that we're seeing so many of these black men coming into these arenas and kind of, having their identities kind of attached to the sexual fluidness. What is the reason why you see, Jonathan Majors basically stand up in, like, it looked like a dress or something that he had that cover photo of? And why is it that this is being pushed so hard? Why are men being encouraged to dress like women? Why is this happening? We're watching all of the debauchery that's going on in Hollywood right now. We're seeing how people were mistreated and how they were abused just in order for them to get access into the lives that they wanted. And even still, we're wondering right now is as these young people are looking for opportunities, what is it that we're looking to do? What is it that people are looking to get out of the youth of this nation? As they're portraying these images to kids. Shannon Sharp has done a great job. He has been an NFL Hall of Famer. He has shown his ability to become a very good sportscaster. He owns the Club Shay Shay particular piece. He has another show called After Hours, I believe, with Chad Ochocinco, and he's shown himself to be very talented overall as a analyst, as a producer, as a person who is here in this open space. There's a lot of competing ideas, a lot of competing content, and people are channeling in and are watching what Shannon Sharp is talking about. But with that, again, with great power comes great responsibility. And people are wondering, what is it that he is doing right now? Is he sold or compromised some of his morals so that he can collect the bag? And that's concerning. Many people are wondering, if you are going to have that be the case, what it'd be good for people to be able to have this information given to them. Are they moving forward with this? Are they not moving forward? What's the deal? And many are not sure exactly what the problem is. Shannon Sharp is not just the only one. You've seen it with other people, whether it's been with Dwayne Wade or with many of these other people. But many right now are wondering, what is the focus, and why is it so much that they are trying to destroy the lives of young black men? I'm not sure about any of you guys, but I haven't seen too many photos of the Tom Brady's or of all of these particular celebrities or athletes who are white who are dressing in the same manner that African Americans are being encouraged to dress as. I haven't seen too many of those photos, but more and more people are just starting to wonder. Their eyes are being opened to what the real reality is, and people are starting to push back. We'll see exactly how this turns out. I'm sure there's going to be people who push back against this video, but I'm still just interested in seeing, where does this go? Shannon Sharpe has had his rocket kind of take off here, and how does he handle this particular time frame? He's had some people take shots at him. He's had colleagues who were once close to him have kind of separated themselves, whether it's because of the content or whether it's because of jealousy. We'll see exactly how it plays out. What are your thoughts on this particular issue? Do you think that there is a greater push to corrupt the lives of young African Americans? Or do you think that this is all overblown? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.